Right now, what we're going to do is we're going to travel virtually all the way to Sin City. That's right, Sin City, where we're going to meet with playingcarddex.com. Will Roya,
Thank you.
I know that you've stayed late after hours to do this, so we really appreciate that. I'm going to turn it over to you. It seems like you are all ready to go, my friend.
Yep. And I'd like to thank my good friend Sam for helping me out so I don't have to hold the phone myself. So right now we're outside playingcarddex.com. It's a little bit dark out, so you can't really see the building too well. But I thought I'd start out here. So we'll take you in for a quick tour. We do have visitors by appointment, but not right now during COVID. But if you're ever in the Las Vegas area and you want to stop by, once this whole thing calms down, we definitely invite you. So come on in.
Do we have to take our shoes off?
No. So this is our office area, showroom, packing area. And I'll give you a little tour of this area first. So all of our decks are organized all the way around the room alphabetically.
This is very impressive.
We start out with the A's over here. We get the A, B, C section, and everything's constantly moving because some cards are selling out and some cards are being restocked. We go through the C's, the D's.
This is very cool. Great selection.
This is our station where we list all our items. Right now we're listing some tarot decks, but every item we list, we also list on eBay and Amazon, so it takes a while. So we make sure we do it at a stand-up station so we pay attention and don't miss any details. Here we got the shipping. So I really enjoyed the last lecture, but I did do a little bit of work while I was listening and waiting for the thing, got some packages done. So we do come in on Saturdays and do the packages to get everyone's package out as fast as we can. This is our shipping area right here where we handle all the shipping with the orders coming in from the sites and the Amazon and the eBay. We got more decks over here. We're going into the J's, M's, P's and O's. S.
People are drooling. People are drooling in the chat room here.
Here's a little frame display of some of my personal collection right here. The top 3 rows are decks that I produce and just some of my other decks that I like below.
Can we do a favor? Can you get in close a bit? Can we see some of the decks? Because what's great is that the modern people and the antique people will recognize decks here. So yep, you were the mastermind. You were the mastermind behind the reprints of the Vanity Fair and the Hustling Joes and the Kata 1s and the Kata 2s and the Murphy varnishes.
Yep.
Very cool.
And I have a very talented artist in Slovakia who I work with who recreates the decks from scratch. So it takes a while to do those, especially the transformation decks that we worked on. And then we'll go over here. We're going into the S section.
Stud.
And then it ends with our all the way down to Z. And then we just have more workstation tables over in this area. We're working on putting together the new Franken deck, the Franken deck V6. We already have some of those on the website. So
go slow. There we go.
Sorry.
That's okay. That's okay. We want to enjoy every deck.
This is the Franken deck, in case you're not familiar, is where we take a card from 54 different decks to make up a complete deck. So
a rainbow deck, right? It's a rainbow deck you're talking about?
Like a rainbow deck. So it's all 54 different backs.
So for singles collectors, this is a great idea.
And it's a complete deck too. Like when I think rainbow deck, I think of like the old Magic Trick rainbow deck, you know, with the aces and then all the other cards are the same. Remember that deck, Lee?
Sure, of course.
And then we got bins to store miscellaneous accessories. We're big into accessories because those are always popular. Another working area. This is where we prepare to get Pip Box ready, the Pip Box Club. We have another area over here where we keep our United States game system cards. They're not really quality decks per se, but they sell pretty well. They have a lot of different themes.
These are all the Stuart Kaplan decks, correct?
Yes. Wild West, Civil War, military, presidents, the spotter cards. Oh, and they make some, these are pretty popular reproduction decks right here. Samuel Hart, Highlanders, and the patent.
Absolutely.
But they're not USPCC quality though. But they're still nice. They have actual square cards too, instead of rounded corners.
Very cool.
Now I think that's just about all I can show you in the office area for now, unless someone wanted to see something else in this main area or go back to something that we missed.
Yeah, could you go back to the wall of cards that you have had your hand in producing?
Yeah.
We'd like to take a look at those again, and we'd like to ask you some questions if it's possible.
Okay.
So we see, for the antique collectors, they're definitely drooling because they see, what is it, the Vanity Fairs, the Hustling Joes, the Ye Witch's Fortune cards. What attracted you to these cards to make you want to reproduce them?
Well, while I talk about that, I'll show you guys the uncut sheets. We'll go see some of my uncut sheet collection up here. Well, I just got into the transformation decks because I just thought they were absolutely incredible with the details, and it was just a part of history. And I had a really talented artist, but she didn't really have any good ideas to do original decks. So I was like, well, why don't I do these transformation decks? And I know the ones that Home Run Games had done in the past have been pretty popular sellers. So I thought I'd give my hand at doing them. And I'm lucky that I did them when I did, because recently United States Playing Card has shut off doing any of their reproduction decks of their properties.
That's right. They put out the call right before COVID. It went down.
So I was very lucky to get these done while I could. And the new reproduction decks that I'm doing are not property of the United States Playing Card Company, so I have no problem doing like the Coda decks and some other decks that I have planned.
Do you have an uncut sheet of the Katas that we can take a look at?
Yeah, I'll show you better. I have the artist proof I think I can show you. So right now we're going upstairs. We're going upstairs to my office area. This is where I keep some of my uncuts. So this is a Ladybug deck, Circus. This is the Bicycle Pharaoh. This is the Ghoul Guys. This was done by an 11-year-old artist. Those are on sale right now for a spooky sale.
Fun.
Armageddon, Ancient Warriors. Some of these decks are already sold out because they were done a couple of years ago. So this is my upstairs office area where I practice my guitar and other instruments. So I work on the site, do my emails, talk with the artist, where my other employee works, and some Vegas themed playing card displays, casino, hangover. So I do some videos sometimes. My son plays the drums. We got a big Lego collection in here too, but most of that's hidden right now. So that's one of my other passions. So here we go. You guys are going to take a sneak peek of some artist proofs. This is a Dragonfly deck. This is a deck in progress. Same artist who did the Beekeeper deck and the Ladybug deck. So those will probably be out in a couple of months. Sneak peek, the Matador deck. bullfighting themed deck. It's got a really nice back to it. Those are going to be metallic inks. And let's see if we can find a coda here. Here we go. I think this is coda 2 or 3 right here. I think this is coda 3.
How fun. How fun.
Yeah, I love these. And we'll be doing 6 in the series, so.
Yeah, Rod Starling. I'm sure you read it in the last Clear the Decks. Rod Starling reviewed your reproductions, and he was so impressed with your reproductions. Like, because what he really liked about it was that you weren't trying to pass it off like it was the original thing. There were just enough little details changed on purpose to make people realize that this is an homage. We're not trying to sell you the real thing, but this is a really good reproduction.
Yeah, I think, well, with the United States Playing Card Company, they would only let us do certain things. And with the Coda decks, obviously, we want to make it more of a modern type deck as well, and add some extras for the extra cards, add a back design, and just to make it a little more fun. So we'll head back down the stairs.
Well, you have
here.
succeeded, my friend. You have succeeded.
Thank you. And we do have some more planned. After the Codas, I think there's 2 to 4 more reproduction decks that I kind of want to do. So.
Okay, can you give us any hints?
I don't want to give those away right yet.
Okay. No, fair enough. Fair enough.
Okay.
So Kevin Raylick is asking really quickly. Those frames, are they custom for those uncut sheets?
Yeah, those are custom. You have to have the frame custom for the uncut sheets because they're a little bit of an odd size, and I'll show you an example. So here's a standard size poster frame you can get at Walmart. And as you can see, it's going to leave some space at the top and at the bottom. So it's not going to be quite perfect. So if you want to mat it, it's fine. You can get these frames for 20 bucks each. For the other frames, if you want it to fit perfect, you got to get a custom frame job to have it look really, really nice.
Yeah, those look beautiful.
I was able to find a frame shop in town called Monster Framing here in Las Vegas, and they did it for $60 for each one. And the other frame shops I got a quote from were about double that. So.
Yeah, framing usually is expensive. Matting, framing, very pricey. These are beautiful. These are beautiful, Will.
Then I got to hang more up soon. Okay, so then we'll go, I'll show you the little sticker collection we have going right over here. All the stickers you get with the decks and stuff.
Fun. Best cardist alive. Very fun. Very fun.
Then one last area to show you, we'll go into the warehouse, which is the overstock area. So in the display showroom, we have like up to a dozen of each deck on the shelf. Obviously, we carry more than a dozen of most decks. So this is where we carry the overstock, which are mostly organized by bricks or by cases. Sometimes they come in cases of 24 as well. We got 3 rows of this, so this is all organized alphabetically.
And is this room like environmentally controlled? Like, how do you keep these cards? I know Vegas obviously has very low humidity, but do you do anything special to keep these cards in perfect condition?
We have a swamp cooler run during the summer months.
Okay, good, smart.
We have a big industrial swamp cooler on the roof.
Okay.
So actually it gets kind of, it didn't this year, but sometimes it does get a little humid during the monsoon season, during the summer. So we'll go over here. This is mostly just all storage back here. We also started doing tarot decks. I have a new site called tarotmerchant.com. So since the tarot cards come in a lot of different sizes, we decided to organize those by bins.
Very cool. An entire wall of tarot cards, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Where have you seen that before? Only here at 52 Plus Joker's virtual playing card collectors convention.
One thing I have noticed is there's not a lot of crossover between tarot card people and playing card people. It's a little bit. That's why I decided to create a whole different site just for that. So
yeah, because tarot card guys are crazy.
Yeah, but
no, I'm kidding.
playing cards are definitely my first passion. Over here, we keep our uncut sheets. We do offer uncut sheets for sale on our website. What's really popular, though, is our mystery uncut sheet sales that we do sometimes, where you get a mystery uncut sheet for $10.99. And I have my personal collection of uncut sheets down here that I haven't put in frames yet. So we have a lot of those that I need to get framed. And then over in this row, keep all our carrot cases.
Sherman thanks you.
Yeah,
seems like Sherman's keeping your wall up over there. It looks like.
Yeah, Sherman and I have a really nice working relationship where I've been able. He's been able to keep me stocked with product, and I've been able to move a lot of it for him. And these are all decks, extra prints of the decks that I produce. We use a lot of these to go into sample cards, give out free decks and orders.
And Will, real quickly, how can people find you? What's the website again?
Playingcarddecks.com.
Playingcarddecks.com, ladies and gentlemen.
Mm-hmm.
Do yourself a favor, go take a visit, go check it out, what he has. And what was the name of the tarot website?
Tarotmerchant.com.
Tarotmerchant.com.
Yeah.
Very cool, very cool.
And a special gift for all the viewers who are watching right now. This is good for on the playingcarddecks.com website. If you use the promo code SAWBUCK, SAWBUCK, you'll save $10 off any order of $20 or more.
Wow, that is incredibly generous.
That promo code's only valid through this Sunday, Pacific Standard Time.
Thank you. Really quickly, we're going to put that in the chat. You said it was Sawbuck was the name of the SAWBUCK, all one word, all uppercase?
Yep.
Okay. So if someone puts that into their cart, well, they're checking out something more than $20, they save $10, is what you're saying.
Yep. So it's a pretty good deal.
Yeah, that's very generous, if you will. You know, you've always been very generous. Every year, and I don't know if people remember, every year Will likes to send decks of cards to the convention, and when you're registering for the convention or showing up to get your badge, we hand you a bunch of cards. That's always courtesy of Will right here. So thank you.
And I'll do it again next year. And if there's a West Coast convention, I'll be there in person.
We're trying. You know, we're trying to get more West Coast members. That's obviously, you know, our membership really resides on the East Coast. But one day, one day we will come back. We were in Vegas in 2014. We do get to the West Coast.
So that's about it. Any questions from any of the members or guests?
Let's put some questions in the chat room. If you don't have a question, then drop a 1, ladies and gentlemen. Let's show this man some love. Yeah, okay, so we have Jacob's asking a question. What is alphabetically the last deck you've got in the storage here? That's a very good question, Jacob. I was thinking along similar lines.
Let's test my photographic memory.
Okay.
It's zombie.
Zombie. Okay, well, we're in Vegas, so we're taking bets. The over-under is it zombie? Do we have it? It is. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. His memory, it's like a steel trap. Very good. And the first deck. Now we want to know the first deck.
I believe that's Aurora, the red version.
Aurora, the red version.
I might not have exactly where every single deck is. I just have a pretty good idea. I don't always do the restocking, so I could be wrong. But I've been helping out with the picking and packing lately.
Oh, there he is. This man, he's batting 1,000, as they say. Very cool. Very, very cool. Well, this has been great. What a great day.
No,
what a great way to end the third day. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Really quickly, we've got some more questions coming in because we got some time. How long have you been in business, and how did you get started? Ozzy wants to know.
The business launched, the website playingcarddex.com launched in April 2017. Before that, I was selling on eBay. I was still working. I was an entertainer, and I was selling magic at fairs through 2017. So my first full-time year in business, working on the business, was 2018.
I see. And before this, you were in the magic industry.
Yes, performing and selling.
That's right. I lived in Las Vegas in the late '90s, and you were living in Las Vegas at the same time, and you were a professional
Right.
magician.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good. Any more questions? Drop those questions in the chat, ladies and gentlemen.
Here, I might have something fun to show.
Okay. Don't twist my arm. Tell us about the Pip Club while you're walking there.
Yeah, the Pitbox Club is our monthly subscription service where you can, here's an old show poster,
Nice.
where you can, you sign up and you basically get three decks of cards every month. One is guaranteed to be a bicycle deck. One is guaranteed to be a new release. And at least 2 of the decks will be USBCC. And it's $32.99, and that includes the shipping, and also comes with sample cards and a discount, and sometimes like an extra item.
Very cool. Now, you mentioned you sell accessories, and we have a member in the chat, Patterson Grant, who makes pens. I don't know if you've ever seen any of his work before. They're gorgeous, and he'd like to know how he can get some of his pens in your store.
He can contact me. I'm not sure. That might be a little too niche, but he can contact me to check to see.
Okay. I'm sure he'll reach out to you.
So, and you can just contact us on the web. The best way to contact us is on the website through the contact us link.
Very good. Daniel Wilson has a great question. How many decks of cards would you estimate you've sold altogether?
Well, that's hard to say. I'd have to do a quick calculation. I don't know. It could be close to 1 million, I think.
Wow. That's some serious volume.
Because there's 3,000 orders a month, and in each order there's at least average of 3 decks or more. So that's 10,000 a month at least, plus the Kickstarter, plus wholesale distribution. So it's a lot. It's in the probably the high 6 figures estimated.
Okay, that's an incredible amount. And
We
Stephen Bruno.
I probably give away a couple thousand decks a year too, just to customers and for charity and stuff like that.
It seems like you're a very charitable guy, and we appreciate that.
Right.
And
well, I always say you get what you give, you know?
Of course. And Stephen Bruno says that most of those decks actually went to him. A chunk of them went to him. You have several fans. There was a gentleman named David here earlier who was talking about how wonderful your service is, and he's had to mortgage his home to buy decks from you.
Yeah, well, I always try to take care of our customers, and we're always running good promotions to keep them coming back. Our 30-day return customer rate is over 50%. So
it's great. Really great, Dan. Really great, Will. Okay, more questions, guys. Let's throw some questions. If you don't have questions, throw some ones. Show this man some love. We appreciate all your hard work and energy that you put into all of this. And I mean, this is basically what is the backbone of our community.
yeah, we also have a blog where we put a new article on there every month. So we
Yes.
Ender's Game writes the majority of them, and he puts a lot of time, effort, and research into those blogs.
Yes. I've been thanking him consistently throughout this convention. He certainly helped spread the word. He wrote a beautiful, beautiful article about Tom and Judy Dawson just this last week, right before the convention, to help spread the word and get people interested. And it was great. It was really, really great. Judy, I actually spoke to Judy about it. She loved it. She was beside herself. So tell Richard, thank you.
Definitely will. Yeah, one of our mission goals here at Playing Card Decks is also to just let people be aware about the hobby and that this is an actual thing, because Like if I have a stranger or even a family or friend who doesn't know about my business, they think I sell decks to the casinos. They come in, they're just blown away. So most people, 99.9%, don't even know about our hobby or about being a playing card enthusiast or collector.
Well, we're hoping to change that, right?
I
With
tell
your
the
help.
members always show off your decks.
That's right. With your help, with guys like Jackson and Alex and everyone in the industry, man, I wonder what it's going to look like in 10 years, right? We're going to look back on this date and say, wow, you remember that first playing card convention we were at, that virtual one? I, I have no idea what's going to happen, but I'm sure it's going to be monumental.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember some
Okay.
people were saying it was a glut or a fad like 2 years ago, and it's just gotten bigger and bigger every
Yeah,
year.
they were saying it was a glutton fad in the 1880s, man.
Yeah.
All right. If there's no more questions, can we get one more question for Will in the chat there? There we go. There's a bunch of ones. They're showing you love right now, Will. Everyone's so impressed.
Thank you. Use that
Tiffany,
code Starbuck.
Tiffany from USPCC. She said this was a wonderful tour. Everyone's just throwing you ones. Lots of love. Lots of love.
Thank
One
you,
more
Tiffany.
time. One more time. $10 off of your order over $20 or more. What's the coupon code again?
Sawbuck.
Sawbuck. All one word. Uppercase, lowercase. It shouldn't matter probably.
Right.
There you go, guys. There you go. Go get yourself some playing cards. A Courier Stew. Here's our last
Also, make
question.
sure you check out our most recent Kickstarter project, the Parrot Kickstarter, which is live right now.
Okay. Do me a favor, Will. When this is over, please get in the chat room and drop a link to that so everyone can go check that out. We're going to end on this question. This will be our last question, okay? And it comes from Courier Stew. He's all the way in Australia, and he wants to know, will you sniff a deck for us?
Yeah. I can tell where the deck was made.
I know, right? This is like the coolest. This is the coolest skill that we all have, right? Like, yeah, no, I can do magic. Oh yeah, I'm a doctor. That's great. I can smell a deck and tell you where it's made. This is amazing.
I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try a stud and see. This may smell a little different because these didn't come wrapped in CeeLo.
It smells like horses.
Yeah. Yep, pretty fresh.
It smells like 2018. Mm-hmm. Yeah, fruity yet pretentious.
Yeah. I noticed Make Playing Cards recently did a lot of changes with their printing and finishes, and they smell closer to a United States playing card deck now. So I don't know if anyone else has noticed that.
Yeah, different factories have different smells. So for anyone who's looking at us like we're crazy, which we are, by the way, different factories actually produce different smells. And to the trained nose, like a Courier Stew, he can actually smell and tell you which factory it was made in.
Right, and you could too, sometimes tell like how much ink is used. Like definitely a heavily inked like black deck is going to smell a little bit different as well. The Cardamundi decks have a faint factory smell. I noticed the Expert Playing Card Company, some of their decks have definitely a strong factory smell to them. So, it's all different.
Yeah, absolutely. Will, thank you so much. This has been a lot of fun.
Yeah, my pleasure, Lee.
What a great way to end the day 3. Throw some ones in the chat for everyone today. Patrick Barnabas. We also had Rory Rennick. We saw some table spotlights. We went to Gambler's Warehouse to see those tucks getting printed. And now we're finishing the day with Will Roya. That rhymed. I'm a poet and I didn't know it. Again, thank you, Will.
All right, thank you.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, put those ones in the chat. We have come to the end of our 3rd day. I hope you guys are enjoying yourself. We are definitely having a good time. Yeah, there we go. I see those ones. I appreciate the love. So, we have one more day. We have one more day. That is tomorrow. Make sure that you wake up nice and early and that you come to the room at 11:30 a.m. We will have it on. We'll be showing you some old slides of old cards and playing some music and having some fun. Non-members, if you're in the room right now and you're hearing and listening to me and you're a non-member, here's the pitch. We'd love for you to be part of the club. Go to 52plusjoker.org. Join us. Really, we facilitate in helping people trade and learn and collect playing cards. And so if you love playing cards, you're home. You're with us. You're one of us. So go to 52plusjoker.org and sign up today. We'd love to have you. And also, if you sign up, you get the ability to purchase our new club deck, the UCI club deck. And I don't know if you guys have been paying attention. Obviously, the server has been taking a beating. I think we've moved almost half of them within a 24-hour period. And so, congratulations to you guys. Congratulations to you guys. Okay, if there are no other questions for me, I think that I will end this evening on a high note by thanking you and saying to you good night, and I will see you in the morning.